Welcome to Me Living. I have some viewers asked me how I make my pandan juice, and so today I am going to demonstrate making pandan juice to use in a variety of cooking and making desserts. In the northern state like Minnesota, I do not have much access to getting fresh pandan leaves. Therefore, this is a frozen packet of pandan leaves that I have. I'm going to be needing a blender, a strainer, and a bake cloth. This is a 100% cotton bake cloth that I made to use it to filter the juice for the final stage so that we do not get any of the pulps from the leaves dropping into the juice. So these are the equipments, but first I need to wash the leaves, cut them up, and put them into the blender. So let's get to the sink to wash the leaves. Opening the packet, and I usually just drop it into the sink. Turn on the water, room temperature water only, and then to wash one piece at a time, well, like this. One piece at a time. Dropping into the other sink. Know that both of my sinks are well cleaned, so putting it on the rack is okay. If you question if the sinks are clean, just wash them very well. Each leaf at a time. For the brown part, I usually cut them off. I don't want the brown part. Okay, cut out the brown part. Last rinse, and then I like to fold it like this, once, twice, and then squeeze out the water. Okay, squeeze out the water as much as I can get. Okay. Now I'm going to cut the leaves. Just cut them about, I would say about half an inch, quarter inch size. Pandan leaf smells very good, and if a dessert calls for it, you must use the pandan leaves, otherwise you would not get the authentic flavor of the dessert that you're intending to make. Put in the blender, and then next I'm adding water. Now about how much water to add. For one pack of pandan leaves like I cut here, I usually use up to a maximum of 4 cups of water, no more than that, because if you use a lot of water to blend, your pandan juice would not be as aromatic of the flavor that you wanted to use. So in this demonstration, I'm just going to use 2 cups of water because of the recipe I'm going to make. I don't need much pandan juice, and so just 2 cups. That will give me a strong aroma of pandan juice to make the dessert that I need to make. I like to blend the juice for about 3 to 4 minutes. That way it gets as much juice extracted from the leaves as possible. So here is the timer setting for 4 minutes. Okay. I added 2 more minutes, so this is a 6-minute blend because 4 minutes were up and it was not as finely blended. So I added 2 more minutes, and see, you have to blend it very fine like this to extract as much juice out of the leaves as possible. And so let's go to the sink. We are going to filter the juice here. This is the first round. We're going to filter the juice. Taking this blade out. Okay. And just pour the blend leaves into the bowl like this. Okay. Okay. All right. Get as much out as I can. Notice that I put on a cooking glove, and so I'm going to use my hands to squeeze the juice into the bowl. Squeeze as much as I can here. Okay. Again, as I said earlier, I only need a little bit of pandan juice, and I only use 2 cups of water. But if you need to use more juice, certainly add water up to 4 cups would be okay too. Okay. All right. Now, next it's my bag. Okay, next would be my bag here. Another bowl. And now I'm changing new gloves because the old gloves already have some pulps of the leaf sticking into it, and I do not want any of that to fall into the final juice that I need to use. So put the bag here. Notice that I sew my bag. The seams, I leave the seams on the outside because I let the good side inside. When I pour the juice, that way I don't have any pulps sticking into these seams of the bag. So that's how I prefer using my bag. And the bags, after you sew, you must wash first. Wash and dry, and then you can use it. Okay, now pour my juice into the bag. Okay. This is the final round. And then just take your hands, squeeze out the juice as much as possible. When I make a bag like this, I designate this bag just to use to filter pandan juice only. If I need to use other bags for other purpose, certainly make more bags. But this one, I only use it for pandan juice. Okay, this is good. And then, see here, the juice is very nice. And then you pour it into a bowl, container, put it into a container. If you need to use the juice right away, you can, but if you don't need to use it right away, you have to cover the container of the juice and put it in the refrigerator. It can last in the refrigerator for a few days. If you need to postpone cooking, your cooking or making desserts, certainly store it in a container in the refrigerator for a few days. I would say up to 3 days would still be good. Okay, see the green color, the aroma smells excellent.